This is SISU Kiivetä versus Coalition Cynoxum. The live stream audio was so garbage that I decided to do an edit here and take you through a ladder race. I haven't done commentary on a ladder race, so here we are. We are the stronger team on paper, but I haven't had a win in like 5 ladder races, so here we go. We do have a plan, and we want to sort of take over the pace and shake the tree numerous times. That's what we're going to do. Right here, I'm just taking over the pace. I'm trying to drop anybody. I'm not trying to do anything silly. Just trying to keep it fast. One of the key points of ladder racing is knowing each course and where the obvious points of separation are going to be, and using those to your advantage against the weaknesses of the team that you're against. My control of the pace is actually turning into something that could become a break, just rolling right off the front here. So we're starting to be mindful of that. And I'm slowing it down here to show just an awesome move by my teammate. Ghosts were the power up here, Ghosts and Draft. And so there's a 2-second gap, and I am riding away, which means I need to keep the wattage high. But you'll notice somebody's not on the list. It's one J Chambers, and we'll see what happens. And Jay reappears doing angry watts. So when a teammate does this and they've crossed the gap or done a large effort, I need to take over from them so that we can offload their tired legs and I can do a little bit more work and keep it going. But we establish a great gap here and are coming up to a natural point of separation. You can see it on the map, that hill. We have a plan to attack there as well. Murphy does a great job, but definitely burns a match to get back on. This was sort of our original plan all along. I'll slow it down here. I pop a ghost. Just ghosts give a lot of confusion. And I'm gonna try to take over the draft for Jay, and Jay and I are gonna leapfrog up this hill. The draft still matters at speed. Draft is speed based, not gradient based. So that's really important. That I'm doing 37 kilometers an hour here, and the draft will matter. You'll see as Jay gets in front of me. Doesn't quite, I guess I took it, but the whole point is that we work together to get up the hill, and we have a nice separation with Murphy, who just burnt a match and was probably taking his first few deep breaths of respite before the second attack goes off. So here, I need to keep the pace high. So now we've shaken Murphy, and we still have Bostrom on. We need to really push the pace here to make sure that Murphy is dropped. He does the right thing, drops it sub 2. It's a mistake I think I see a lot of people make, is when you're dropped, you're dropped. Don't spend time in no man's land. Make a quick decision, whatever it is, even if it's the wrong one, a quick decision is better. Where if you're Murphy, you either sprint and catch up, or you immediately do the type of watts he's doing to get the lactic acid out of your legs and get back to the pack quickly. Don't do 2.5, don't do 3 watts per kilo, do 1.5, get back to the pack. So I wanted to say that's a really well done play there. Don't spend time in no man's land. Make a quick decision, even if a wrong one, a quick one is better. One thing that's important in a break, especially with good teammates that won't chase you, which you should not chase your teammates, is you can honor that and get them involved in the race by keeping the pace high. Because if you can get a gap of a minute, then your teammates have a lot more sort of latitude to make moves and make their own plays, to make their own breaks and seal the victory. It was here we noticed that Bostrom's strategy is to be behind our second guy. So my teammate Jay did a really great job of detecting that he was drifting back and that he was just trying to tail whoever the second SISU guy was, which can give us an opportunity, and you'll see this come into play later. We were talking about this on our race radio as well. It really can't be said enough that good communication wins races. So talk to each other, tell them how you're feeling, tell them you have the legs, you don't have the legs. Also, don't focus on your numbers, focus on what the right move is and make an attempt. All moves should have a high probability of working out, or else you should not be doing them, but mentally commit yourself to making the move work. The same situation develops, but this time it's Jay that's up front, and I'm actually riding Bostrom here. And I'm just gonna watch to see how this develops. Will Bostrom get anxious and chase him down? Is he okay being here? If he's okay being here, then I've got some tricks up my sleeve if he's comfortable chasing. So we'll let Jay get a little bit more of a distance, and I'm not gonna put in any work here. Don't chase teammates. I'm an MMA fan, and I feel like the steering in and out of people's draft is like the MMA equivalent of foot stomps, like where sometimes fighters will make an agreement, no foot stomps, but I think it's part of the game. And so here I'm trying to bait Bostrom into getting where I want, and I'm actually strategically going wide so that I can cut the inside corner. And I do not want to get caught by the pack behind, but that's where I have the trick up my sleeve. This is the chosen place, this is the chosen time, and here's the move. When you do chase teammates, after just saying don't chase teammates, you need to coordinate it with your teammate. And this was all communicated, and you have to commit to the move, which you have to break the elastic, you have to continue through, and I have to burn down, a huge portion of that 20-second gap up to Jay. And he's of course going to help me, but he needs to do the right thing, and he is. He's staying at 4 watts per kilo until I've shown that I can make it across, which is exactly the right thing to do. We had agreed that if I could burn it down to about 10-second gap to Jay, that he would take off a bit of the pace to meet me. And you'll see right here he does exactly that. But this was all communication. Communication is a huge part of ladder racing, and also committing to moves. It wouldn't have been the end of the world if Bostrom had hunted me down all the way to Jay, because it just would have been status quo. We had a 2-on-1 anyhow. So it's more for when there's a pack behind, then you need to be giving pretty much your 90% sprint to make way to make sure that nobody follows you up to your teammate. I'm back on. I'm obviously super tired. That was a tough move, and so Jay's going to take over the pace. I'm going to recover for a minute or so and then keep the pace high. The faster we keep the pace here, the more options we give our boys in the back to push the pace as hard as they want. That was all communicated over Discord. We wanted them to be able to have the flexibility to attack Bostrom, catch up, and keep the pace high and do what they needed to do to secure the highest place possible. So the way that we do that is we take the correct turns up front, we communicate who's tired, we really amortize the work between the two of us, and we keep the pace as high as we can. It gives our boys in the back the most options. They've burned down almost a 20-second gap in fewer than 2 miles. They've got 5 seconds. It's right there. They can get it. It was really nice to see that we didn't resign ourselves to letting Bostrom get away. We got a pace line together and chased him down. I want to do more of that. That in all points of the race, you're just giving it everything that you can and practicing. It's good to get really good in a pace line for ladder races. It's good to learn how to do it in a duo like Jay and I here. It's good communications. It's knowing your teammates and what they can do wattage-wise and whatnot. But excellent effort. I wish we could have seen more of that in the back, but they really work together. It's Andy, the professor, and Daniel Shalansky just talking really well, communicating really well, and putting in the right amount of effort to take down an awesome dub. We ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, taking down a great victory there. Excellent teamwork and just a great race overall. So thank you for our competitors, Coalition Cynoxum, for the race, and hoping you all ride it better.